Hello, Bill.
Hello, John.
We're about to watch a film that you directed in 1965. Can you tell me how you became involved in this film?
Oh, yes. I had been trying for several months with some friends to go to the Rialto cinema in York to see a double bill of horror films. And at the time, there was an X certificate, which meant anyone under 16 wasn't admitted. We got thrown out several times, but eventually we did manage to get in to see our first double bill of horror films, one of them being Creature with the Atom Brain, but the other one was called The Werewolf. And this set me thinking that perhaps our Apollo film unit could make a horror film.
In 1965, were there many cinemas in York?
As far as I can remember, there was 5 main cinemas left in York.
And who wrote the storyboard and the film?
After seeing the film of The Werewolf, I set to immediately and wrote the storyboard and script.
Did you have a lot of logistic or technical problems in making this film?
We had a certain number of problems, but these were quite easily overcome because we had such an excellent team of amateur filmmakers. We had a good sound man, a particularly good cinematographer, and we all worked together as a team.
How long did the production process take to the film premiere?
As far as I can remember, it took us 18 months to 2 years before the film was shown.
Was it expensive for the group of Apollo cine teenagers to make this film?
It was shot on black and white film stock, and I seem to remember that the cost was more or less shared out between the group of filmmakers. It wasn't cheap, I do remember that, and most of us were on pocket money at the time. And then we, of course, once the film had been shot, we had to send it away for processing to a laboratory.
How was the lost film rediscovered?
Well, we were having some work done on our roof here, and we had to get into the loft, which we hadn't been in for several years. And lo and behold, I found a box of film, and the When the Moon is High was in fact on a reel with another film, and I ran it through on an editor and found When the Moon is High.
When you looked at the film, after rediscovering it, after all that time, what went through your mind?
To be totally honest with you, I couldn't believe I'd found it. It was a film that meant quite a lot to all of us at the time, and viewing it on the editor, of course, I wasn't able to see it properly, but eventually when we did see it, I felt very, very proud and very, very pleased with it.
Are any of the locations or places where you filmed still recognisable in York?
Oh yes, there are several. We've been to spot some of them, and there's several. In fact, there's one just down the road from us here.
Finally, Bill, how many films have you directed, and do you have plans for new ones?
As far as I can remember, films of this sort of dramatic type, I've directed maybe 2 or 3, but there's been lots and lots of amateur family type films that I've made and really enjoyed doing, and I've certainly no plans to be making any more.